Yo, what's good, man? All right, today I want to talk about NoFap, semen retention, and MonkMode, and the differences between the three. Because I feel like most people, they only know about NoFap. That's pretty much, I know a lot of people are confused, like, the difference between, because I know, like, when you first hear about this type of stuff, you always hear about NoFap. Then you probably hear about semen retention, and then you might hear about MonkMode, but like you mostly know about NoFap. And like I know the other ones you probably like confused about, like what do you do, how do you do it, what's the rules, what's the do's and the don'ts. So I'm gonna explain that in this video. So we're gonna start off with NoFap, but like first and foremost, like NoFap, semen retention, and MonkMode, all of them, you can't do porn or masturbate. Like those are the two things you can't do for either of them. Like those are like the anchors. Those are the rules that you can't touch. You know what I'm saying? So those apply for all three. So first we're gonna go into NoFap. So NoFap, pretty much the rules of NoFap, no porn, no masturbation. But, you can still have sex, you can still release with women. You could still do all that. You have a lot of freedom with NoFap. Like, you can still have one night stands, whatever. You still busting that nut, or whatever, whoever you want to do it with, but you're not, there's no porn, no masturbation. Those pretty much like the only rules for like NoFap. Like, that's like a beginner stage for like when you go on this journey and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And then you got semen retention. Now, these are rules that everybody knows, but also, some people have their little type of like, little tedious things that they feel like are part of the rules and they feel like you shouldn't do. So, this is just my opinion, but I feel like this is like probably like the best way to do it, I would say. So we did NoFap. Now we talking about semen retention. Semen retention is, obviously no porn, no masturbation. And then you go into like semen retention. Like some people say you shouldn't have sex, you shouldn't release. But like I feel like semen retention it's the same as NoFap, but you just become a little more picky, like who you release with, pretty much. So, there's no one night stands, at bars, clubs, or whatever. You pretty much don't want to meet like no women. That's like you don't want to meet no women when you're like not sober. So like pretty much semen retention, you're trying 90% of the time not to release with any women. You know what I'm saying? You just focusing on your purpose. You focusing on everything else you got to do. That's going to better you as a man. But, but I feel like the other 10%, if you do release on semen retention, you want it to be with a woman that, you chill with a couple times, a little bit about her, someone that's really worth, you know what I'm saying, breaking that streak. You don't want to be on like a 6-month streak and then, you just smack some shit from the club and it's like you never talk to him again. And that's usually what happens. Like most of the time, like if you go to the club, you meet a shorty, like if you don't hit it that night, you probably won't hear from her again. So I would say semen retention, that's pretty much like the only difference in my eyes. Like you just a little more picky, with the women that you do have sex with, you know what I'm saying? But it's a little more stricter than NoFap. That's why, NoFap is like the beginner stage. That's what you start with. So then we got MonkMode. MonkMode is straight like you're like I said, no porn, no masturbation. Those are the anchors. Those are the number one rules. And then you go into, now only you're not picky. You're just like not dealing with women at all. Like you're literally just focusing on your mind, body, and soul. getting your shit together, you know, getting a new crib, getting a new car, getting your health together, just getting your life together. You like blocking out women altogether, like no Tinder, no Bumble, none of that. Like, you know, you just straight monk mode for however long you want to do it, you know, but that's like pretty much like nothing. You just like no women at all. Like, I wouldn't even text women. I wouldn't do none of that because it's like, it's just like, it's a trigger. Like, so monk mode is just like, that's like and monk mode is not something that you have to do. I feel like monk mode is for like, that's like if you really want to like buckle down and really focus in on a goal and really just like block out other, because women, you know, whether you do anything serious with them, just talk to them, they distracting. Like, you could be texting them for like a week, they distracting. So I feel like, yeah, monk mode, that's pretty much monk mode. It's like just no women, no sex, no releasing, nothing. It's just like straight focusing on yourself for however long you do that for. So yeah, like those, you know, those are the 3 pillars, like, you know, NoFap, SemenRetention, monk mode. Those are the rules, you know. There's other little, like, you know, little stuff about them, but those are pretty much like the basics, like, you know, like I said. So we gonna recap. NoFap, you know, pretty much you could, like, you know, you can still have sex, you can do whatever you want, you just staying away from porn, you're staying away from masturbation. Then you got SemenRetention. You know, you can still have sex, but, you know, you're a little more picky. You being a little more picky with your partners, like, you know what I'm saying? You're not just knocking anything down. You're really trying to like get to know the girl, trying to see what she about, seeing if she worth wasting your energy, you know what I'm saying, your life for. So that's SemenRetention. Then you got monk mode, where like you just offer dating, all that, dating apps. Like, you just no releasing, nothing. You just straight monk mode, focusing on yourself. So yeah, those are the differences of you know, those are the differences of those. And yeah, man. But also I want to say, this channel, you know, I'm trying to take this channel to like way other stuff. I just started with like, you know, NoFap and stuff because, you know, I want to tell my story. But I'm definitely trying to just take this page like other places. I'm trying to make it more official. I'm just trying to see like how I'm gonna go about it and stuff. So, you know, in the future, these are like this video. I got like probably like two or three more videos on like NoFap, but like I'm pretty much about to be done with like, I'm not gonna be fully done with talking about NoFap, but like it's only but so much you could talk about it. You know, there's so many channels out there, and like unless you had like a real crazy personal experience, is like it's not that far you could go with this topic, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I'm gonna be, you know, getting into some more stuff, like more life type stuff, you know, like sports, like, you know, maybe a podcast one day, who knows, like, you know, but just more, just like everywhere, like just music, everything. So just look out for that. So whenever you do see me post something, you're not surprised, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, just, you know, just try to stay on this journey, man. It's definitely, you know, a hard one. You know, I'll say this is probably like top 3 hardest thing for a man to, you know, try and conquer in his life. You know, is his sexual discipline, you know, that and your diet. So I'll say, man, just stay strong, you know. And, you know, if you need to, like, you know, do what you need to do for the rest of this year and go into, you know, the next year and set that streak for like January 1st, man. Just get all the nuts out now. And, you know, just like, you know, prep for 2021 and really make that next step in your life, man, to really change your life, man. Because, you know, you only get one life, and, you know, you gotta, if you know about this, you should definitely take advantage of it. A lot of dudes don't know about this. Like, none of my friends know about this shit. Like, I don't know why I know about it, but obviously it's for a reason, you know. So if you do know about this, like, take advantage of it, man, because it's a reason. The reason may not, you know, people may not notice it, but you know, it's for you to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got for this video, and I'm out.